So excited to see the new screening of the new game show, You're the Boss.
Yeah, that's crazy that there's a new game show out about social media screening when we just did our project on it.
Okay. Don't you think I should shave my hair into a mohawk? Don't you like stulpes? No! Ball!
Delete.
Ashley! Oh my god, hi!
How are you?
Good, how are you?
Good.
Oh my god!
Guys, stop! Guys, we have an AP Gov presentation tomorrow. Stop. Okay, guys, I know you guys are both upset about each other because Ashley added Hayden back on Snapchat first. So we just all need to be friendly, like you don't need to beef over a girl, okay?
Yeah, we should definitely practice for the screening of You're the Boss.
The topic that our group chose to explore is social media and whether colleges or employers should be able to use their applicants' social networking and online posts in their hiring and admissions process. As social media has become an increasingly larger aspect of people's everyday life over the last several years, it has become an increasingly common practice for colleges and employers to perform social media background checks on applicants. However, the utilization of this process has not come without cases of backlash and controversy. Critics argue that social media screening can be a discriminatory practice and an infringement on personal privacy, while proponents of social media screening see it as a crucial component of the modern-day hiring and admissions process that can ensure candidates' eligibility. As college applicants and potential job seekers in the future, our group selected this topic because we were interested in learning about the process that employers and universities are undertaking to screen applicants' social media, the current policy in place to restrict employers and universities in this process, as well as the relative frequency that social media screening is actually employed in the application process. Our view on this topic is that employees and universities should have the right to utilize social media posts in their hiring and admissions process that is open to the public and readily available.
Sounds good, man.
Yeah, that sounds really great. Ashley, did you ever turn in our paper?
Guys, stop. I didn't wake up. I'm sorry. The use of social media has become one of the most prominent forces in the world today. There are currently around 3 billion social media users, equating to around 40% of the global population. The average person spends nearly 2 hours on the social media platforms each day, with teens spending up to 9 hours a day on these platforms. As the amount of time people spend on social media continues to increase, employers and universities are finding the process of screening applicants' social network activity to be increasingly important and relevant to the application process. According to a 2017 Career Builder survey, 70% of U.S. employers use social networking sites to research job candidates. Many employers and admissions officers use this large quantity of open data to provide them with more insight into an applicant, but they must be cautious when they are searching for applicants' social media because they may run into issues of false identity, inaccurate information, or impermissible subject matter. In Gasco versus University of Kentucky, the plaintiff was rejected for employment as a scientist after another employee circulated an email detailing the university's motion for summary judgment on the plaintiff's Title VII claims of racial discrimination, finding the plaintiff raised a triable issue of a fact as to whether his religious beliefs were a motivating factor in the university's decision not to hire him. This case shows that even if the information revealed didn't factor into the hiring decision, the mere fact that the employer accessed the information may infer improper motive.
Wow.
That was interesting.
But wait, there's more. There is legislation currently in place to protect applicants and restrict social media screening. This is deterring employers and universities from utilizing social media screenings in the application process. In a survey about why businesses decided not to use social networking sites for candidate screening, 74% of organizations said they were concerned with legal rights or discovering information about protected characteristics when pursuing candidates' social media profiles. Employers or admissions officers who access private information in social media without the owner's permission or pressure employees to provide access to private social media sites could find themselves in violation of the SCA. The SCA imposes criminal and civil liability against whoever intentionally accesses without authorization a facility through which an electronic communication service is provided or intentionally exceeds an authorization to access the facility and by doing so obtains, alters, or prevents authorized access to a wire or electronic communication while it is in electronic storage in such system. This includes, among other things, social networking sites. Overall, the SCA has prevented many companies and employers and admissions officers from screening their candidates. In addition, the Social Networking Online Protection Act prohibits employers from requiring or requesting that employers or applicants for employment provide their passwords or any other means for accessing their private email accounts or personal online accounts. Employers who violate these prohibitions are subject to civil penalties, the authority of the Department of Labor to bring injunctive actions in the jurisdiction of U.S. district courts to provide legal or adequate relief, including employment, restrainment, promotion, and payment of lost wages and benefits. These legislations have overall led employers and admissions officers to be very careful in screening their applicants.
So you're telling me if I post something and the university tries to look at it and they do it illegally, they could get penalized or punished?
Yes, they can get very penalized and punished.
Wow.
Thanks, Ashley.
Yeah.
Delaney, what are you presenting about again?
Oh, I'm doing the proposed plan.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, ready? We believe all employers and colleges should be allowed to perform a Google search to all considered applicants if they should be hired or accepted. However, similar to the 2012 Illinois privacy law that addresses social media, all employers and universities should be barred from demanding employees or applicants to reveal their usernames or password linked to social media networking sites. This law also prohibits employers from forcing employees to display their social networking profiles for review. The privacy law addresses all private accounts that are not visible in the Google search, which protects the rights given under the Fifth Amendment of the Freedom of Speech and the Free Exercise Clause. Based on this information, we believe young adults and adults should all make social media accounts private, so it is not viewed to the entire public. When on the private setting on Instagram, Twitter, or even Facebook, all past and future tweets/posts are hidden from view to everyone except people who've approved as followers. The privacy setting will allow all applicants to post freely without tainting the reputation or views of the company or university. Based on our research, no company nor university wants their clients to be embarrassed or have the company's reputation in jeopardy based on their employees and out-of-work activities. With this being said, all applicants need to be concerned with the ability to screenshot all pictures and posts that are uploaded to all social media platforms. A screenshot is a term used to describe the action of capturing your computer desktop or anything shown on your computer screen to a static image file. In other words, it's a way of taking a snapshot or picture of whatever is shown on your computer screen, mobile, or tablet screen at the time. Some people also call it a screen grab. A screenshot can be taken by anyone that follows an applicant's social media account, that therefore then they can post. Even with the protection of being a private social media user, screenshots can be taken at any point in time. Currently, there is no legislation prohibiting a screenshot of a private social media account that ends up public. We recommend that all young adults should stop and think before posting certain content online that could damage their reputation in the future.
That sounds fun.
So numbnuts, what do you think the future is going to be like for social media screening?
With social media being so up to date and easy to access for college kids, one could predict that colleges will look at social media more as time goes on. The biggest change might come in smaller private schools. An example of this could be a small art school with few students, and it is essential for them to get to know everyone and make sure they feel comfortable. Therefore, schools might look in depth at social media to see if they believe that students would be the right fit for their school.
So what about businesses?
Social media in the workplace is different from colleges. It'll give a company a more personal look at a possible candidate and make sure they are not a disruption to the workplace.
In addition to that, they also need to make sure that the person doesn't harm their business's reputation and will be comfortable with their clientele.
Alright guys, I think we're ready for tomorrow.
Okay, but like...
Guys, shh! You're the boss is about to start.